Technically every catty is limited edition. Hannah 22. Recently active. I have answer, so this catty is limited edition. Still annoyed about being dinged at the office trivia game last year when I said the number of ghosts who visited Scrooge was 4, not 3. I will die on this hill. Technically, the glass is always full. 1/2 air, 1/2 H2O. My mother is telling everyone that I'm practically a doctor and I just need to finish one paper. Reader, that paper is my dissertation. How is Lex different in Europe than America? It happened 6 to 9 hours earlier. A second great reason to not eat uranium. How many calories in uranium? 20 billion calories. A gram uranium is roughly 20 billion calories. Keanu Reeves interviews that prove he's low-key hilarious. What is your secret for always staying down to earth? Gravity. Soulja Boy isn't even a soldier. Dr. Dre ain't even a doctor. Keep it going. French Montana isn't even French. Paul Walker isn't even walking. The fault in our school system is that we were so overwhelmed with other schoolwork that we had no time to assemble this board. I did the social studies fair on the American education system, but was so pressed for time. This is what I ended up turning in. Grade pending, a 95. It's a 5-minute walk from my house to the pub, and it's a 35-minute walk from the pub to my house. The difference is staggering. You know, people treat me like a god. How? They ignore my existence unless they need something from me. Dad, why is this book so thick? It's a long story. It's becoming clear Tesla is just another car company. Absolute garbage. I left the theater after I heard it. You know, shut. That's when the movie ended. Are you expert in English? Yes. Then, answer my one question. Okay. A mother beats up her daughter because she was drunk. Tell me who was drunk. She. Fun fact, nobody knows for certain what kind of dog Cerberus is supposed to be. My lady doctor just flirted with me. She told me that I'm too sweet. Well, her exact words were, severely diabetic, but I know what she really meant. The self-driving car problem will be solved by roads built for self-driving cars. In case of cyber attack, break glass and pull cables. Star Wars The Force Awakens, an interrace couple gets chased by a man with a burning cross. Ask the hubby to put the crock pot in the fridge after it cooled down. This is what I came home to. What's a story that isn't from Greek mythology but feels like it? Roman mythology. Xavier and 1069 others liked your post. How to become a billionaire into steps. Step 1. Save $1 million per year. Step 2. Do is for 1000 years. Bob 111. England's oldest man says key to reaching 111 is avoiding dying. Comfortable, sir. No. Come for food. Xanax is the only word that can be spelled backward but sound different. Every word can be spelled backwards and sound different. Single father tries to end world hunger with his rock collection. One time, I changed in front of my mom, and she saw a tattoo I have next to my bab, and she was like, make sure your employer never sees that. Tattoos aren't professional, and it's like duck. Now I can't sleep with my boss without them thinking I'm unprofessional. Just charge him for the slacks, so he thinks you're a professional. No filter. Wonder where anime protagonist is. Anime protagonist. Who is this? He actually looks badass. A Japanese homeless person. There's no I in happiness. There is, if you duck and spell it right. Meanwhile in Canada, free snowman. Some assembly required. I need a white girl with a nose ring to tell me what planets are making me sad. I don't have a nose ring, but I'm pretty sure it's Earth. What's the best way to stop an unwanted erection? Zoning laws. If someone is directing something you don't like near your property, check with your local city council. Could you make this more interesting? Of course. A pizza is basically a real-time pie chart of how much pizza is left. You telling me Julius Caesar, who has been dead for well over 70 years, made this salad? Technically you aren't wrong with that number, but I just hate it. I have a very annoying neighbor. Can someone teach me trumpet? That's the best part. You don't need to learn to play trumpet to annoy them. Just try your best and have fun. Oh wow, you are so right. Thank you. Every sea in Pacific Ocean is pronounced differently. Realization. I don't get the joke. Say it yourself. It yourself. I built my brother, who is a geologist, an epoxy guitar for Christmas. This rocks. Incorrect. 0/1 points. 13. Who did Serbia have an alliance with? Russia. Correct answers, Serbia. A monk playing heavy metal music. You're all wrong. The earth isn't flat or round. It's ducked. A colon can really change the meaning of a sentence. I ate my friend's pizza. I ate my friend's colon. It says here that you are 14 years old. Why are you looking at not safe for work posts? I don't go to work. Lie detector. Well, he ain't lying. Finally quit aping. It was so easy. You guys can do it too. I believe in you. The perfect toilet drawing doesn't exist. Safe legs. No. Ratio. Well, I suppose you did technically ratio the guy. There's an onion orbiting the sun. Prove me wrong. You can't prove a negative. You can't? No. Find the onion first, then work backwards. Well, now you've gone and made proving stuff hard. Yeah, almost like it's a science. Wife. Our son called me a butch. Husband. Where is that son of a butch? Wife. This mother ducker. Wanted. A man has been stealing wheels of police cars. Police are working tirelessly to catch him. The police. You think this is funny? The guy who wrote the article. 2021 Olympic gold medals by planet. Explain your country in one word and let others guess the name. Philippines. The French when they hear the 1000th baguette joke. Ah, humor based on my pain. Ah, ha, ha. I'd really like to hear the reasoning behind women who won't take their husband's last name because my last name is best. My dad say that the Lord of the Rings trilogy is a Christmas movie because it has elves. This is ridiculous. We are 364 days away from Christmas and people already have their lights up on their house. Number 4. I asked my wife to send me some underwear pictures. This is what I got in return. He doesn't have a car or even a bicycle, but still he is happy. Money is not everything. What makes a girl heat? A flamethrower. When your mom doesn't knock and catches you playing with yourself. Spaghetti is weird. Wet the dries. Dry the wets. Wet the dries. Dry the wets. Wet the dries. Now dust the wets. Honey is the tastiest of all the insect vomits we have tried so far. Only 6% of people can handle this puzzle. These 3 want to share 2 apples equally. How you handle this with using only 1 stroke of the knife? Do you know the answer? Killing one. No. When we had visitors over, my mum asked me to get some nice biscuits, so I came back with these. Just a warning, if you're buying a watch on Amazon, I learned the hard way that if it says you can swim with it, this only applies if you can already swim without it. Jiu Jitsu. Now. 1. The gentle art of folding clothes while people are still in them. 2. Involuntary yoga. Verb used with object. Hey, are you sleeping? Yes, now shut up. Your bed is just basically shelf where you put your body when you are not using it. First day as a bartender. Customer, I'll have martini, dry. Me, staring at all the liquid ingredients. I don't know how to tell you this. What's the worst lie you were told as a kid? My mom would always tell me I was the easiest physical birth out of all of the kids. I felt proud until at the age of 18, I was told I was adopted. The Pokemon fanbase. What do you think of rich people? Depends on how rich we are talking. Jeff Bezos or like an upper middle class doctor? Yep. There's a massive difference between a few million and a few billion. The difference between a millionaire and a billionaire is about $1 billion. Citizens of Anvilania, I stand before you, because if I was behind you, you couldn't see me. Nintendo Switch. I'm getting a new plastic surgeon. A plastic surgeon. I'm going to inspect your vehicle to make sure it's safe for the roads. Spiders are the only web developers that are happy to find bugs. No, he's got a point. When you punch the annoying kid at school and the principal gives you a 7-day vacation, we gotta do this more often. OMG, I just found out that Albert Einstein was a real person. All this time I thought he was a theoretical physicist. Prices have increased on high added sugar drinks due to the new government sugar tax. So why has Coke Zero gone up? Butterfly shaped ice cubes are a need. Do you understand the word cube? Elon Musk becomes first person ever to lose $200 billion. What can't you do with $140 billion that you can with $320 billion? Lose $200 billion. People should be more scared of cows than sharks. Cows kill more people than sharks. I'm surprised cows kill any sharks at all. This mother ducker dropped one song and dipped. Who the duck is this? Somebody that we used to know. Flies by too fast. Time flies. I have bought my wife a fridge for Christmas. I can't wait to see her face light up when she opens it. If you could have a pint with anyone dead or alive, who would it be? Someone alive. I got us a couch. Really? Wait, you mean a couch? No. I'm leaving you. 2020 President. Donald Trump. 6%. Joe Biden. 15%. Kanye. 15%. Albert. 64%. Albert, what would you do to save world hunger? Food. Let's eat grandma. What? Let's eat grandma. Punctuation saves lives. My dad just sent me this to prove he has hair. I think the photo's just been taken from quite close up, to be honest with you. Taylor Swift. How did she get to be so edge? Danger. High voltage. Danger. Low voltage. Son of a butch is just one bad word. Gaming on a Mac. Due to morning wood, differing time zones, and the rotation of the earth, there is a giant crowd wave of rising nuts constantly circling the earth. What in God's name is wrong with you? Go team. How to draw a fish for beginners. 1. Draw basic fish shape. 2. Make fish more fish. 3. Add fish to fish. 4. Increase fish to satisfaction. I left my job today. I couldn't work for that man. After what he said to me. What did he say? Steve, you are fired. In case of fire, use stairs. Biologist who enjoys being called a sea lot in the bedroom, call that biodegradable. Island isn't land. It's hard to argue with his assessment. A flight attendant shared his top 5 things to never do on an airplane, and it has me questioning whether I ever want to get on a plane again at all. While some of them are fairly self-explanatory, others I would never have thought of. Head to the link in our bio to watch the video and find out what you need to avoid. Who's watched the video? Relevant bullets points please. Me, what can I do to get healthier? Doctor, use a bicycle and cut the carbs. Me. Let me be your ruler. Looks like this box is about half a lord a long. The earth is the largest rock that any of us will ever stand on. So I've never understood rock climbers. By standing on the earth, you have stood on the biggest rock. You are done. You have peaked. You don't have to keep climbing rocks. Unnecessary. Substitute teacher. Do we have an Ed here today? Student, you mean Ted? He's sick. Noted. No Ted. Not Ed. When your girlfriend leaves a note on the fridge saying sorry, this isn't working, and you open the door and it still works. I want to feel you inside of me. My mate just sent me this. Buy any 2 for £3. £1.50. The word chilly means cold, but chillis are heat. This is because different words have different meanings. A picture of tonight's eclipse from my bedroom. Tried snapping a photo of the extinct dodo bird. No luck today. Ironically, it now has less holes in it than before. What's your first Google search of 2023 going to be? Will YouTube bring the dislike button back on 2023 at YouTube? To dislike a video, use the thumbs down. To undo your choice, simply select the icon again. In a class, the teacher told the students to write an essay at the POV of a historical figure, but it must be as close to reality as possible. Here is what he get. Sun Tzu, historical figure. If anyone were to go back, say, 1000 years, with a gun, they could bring down entire empires. You'd need bullets too. You spend your whole life collecting funeral attendees. Tesla isn't Apple, Elon Musk isn't Steve Jobs, and its cars aren't the next iPhone. When your race is too small. Ask my 7-year-old to go plug in the power stripe. Far-right scientist claims we shouldn't use clean wind power because wind power made the transatlantic slave trade possible. Clean, abundant energy is the foundation on which a more equal, just and humane world can be built. 2 points. 1. Wind power made the transatlantic slave trade possible. 2. Modern clean energy has been a disaster. Still fancy that cup of soup? Now, yes, because I'm fully aware that liquids start to solidify when you reduce their temperature, you ducking buffoon. It worked. Hooray. Fluttershy. How could you? With a PhD in atomic physics, of course. Accountant needed. £35,000 to £40,000. Please call Gary on. Hello. Hi Gary. I've just seen your advert. Oh yes? There's no need for an accountant. The answer is negative £5,000. Stop taking social media so serious. Nothing here is real. Look at this chicken, it is bigger than the car. Anyone got a good game engine? Been wanting to make a game? but there are so many game engines, and plus I'm not that good in coding. Can you guys recommend some game ideas? Which language do you know? I'm from UK, so English. If you're thinking about getting married, there's a couple of things to consider. On the one hand, you get to wear a cool ring. On the other hand, you don't. I love the way the earth rotates. It really makes my day. It's almost impossible to change someone's mind. Change my mind. Fireman. Waterman. You matter. Unless you multiply yourself by the speed of light squared. Then, you energy. If somebody learned Russian language, what the reasons for this? To communicate in Russian. No mom, it's not a messy pile of clothes on my chair, it's an L1 cache for fast random access to my frequently used clothes in 01 time. It needs to be big to avoid expensive cache misses. Looking in my closet. I need to be minimizing latency. This is important to me. Please. G me or yodo. If puns are outlawed, only outlaws will have puns. Problems are like pens, everyone thinks they've got the bigger one. Thought of the day. Life is like a pens. It's hard sometimes. Women make it harder. Explain to me how aging isn't time travel. I have literally come here from the 1980s. When the recipe says reduce wine to 1/2. Friends are like birds. They die if you kill them. Vitamin D deficiency makes you suicidal. This means humans are solar powered. Being alone in the toilet is a reminder that you're always alone when shit goes down. Mars. Why so hard? Why is it so difficult to get to Mars? It is so difficult to get to Mars because there is no public transportation. So, if you don't have a rocket ship, you are screwed.